This week on 5 Minute Friday, a look at 3D printing bed adhesion solutions. Hey everybody, I'm Richard Cleveland and welcome back to Filaments.ca presents 5 Minute Friday. This is the show that helps you to get the most out of the products that you're ordering from the Filaments.ca website. It's good to be back, and I hope that you're all doing well. In today's episode, we are going to take a look at products that are available for getting good bed adhesion on your 3D printer, regardless of the materials that you're using. This is the first in a two-part series. Now, there are as many bed adhesion products as there are 3D printer manufacturers or 3D printers that are out there. But today we're going to take a look at some of the most popular. First thing that we're going to look at is tape. It's inexpensive for each treatment and quite simple to apply and remove. If you're not printing on a raft, the green produces a better base finish because its surface is smoother than the blue. Learn something new every day. It frequently comes off with the printed object because it simply doesn't have enough adhesive to hold everything down to the build plate. For each roll of masking tape, you'll be lucky to print more than about 3 or 4 pieces per application. There's a limit to the tape's width, therefore, if you print larger items, there may be a seam at the base where the tape strips join. Remember that it's paper and not for a heated bed. Beyond direct sunlight, the glue is not highly heat tolerant. Next, we have Kapton tape. There are various widths of high temperature polyamide tape with one-sided silicone adhesive that can withstand temperatures of up to 280 degrees Celsius. Kapton tape from DuPont is the brand of polyamide tape that is most well known. Polyamide tape, which NASA uses for space missions, is typically used in 3D printing in smaller widths for hot end wrapping and wire management. Wide widths are available, eliminating strip joints, and it has an exceptionally smooth surface that promotes excellent adhesion and a glossy base finish. It can handle heated beds up to 270 degrees Celsius, which is far higher than what is required for 3D printing. And it looks incredibly good on your print bed with a sophisticated gold finish. It is also much simpler to remove printed items, although it is still regarded as a consumable since it only lasts about 20 prints, depending on how proficient you are at item removal. Now, it requires an extremely clean, undamaged substrate and is quite difficult to apply without bubbles. It is also particularly challenging to remove because it rips into tiny shreds. And cleaning the base plate requires a lot of patience. It's not excessively pricey, but it is more expensive than masking tape. Next up, we have Magikoo, an all-in-one 3D printing glue that makes it simple to adhere and remove pieces from an FDM 3D printer's hot build plate. The original Magikoo formula is compatible with 3D printable plastics like PLA, ABS, HIPS, PETG, and TPU. It's offered as an alternative to glue sticks, sheets, and sprays in more than 25 nations. Thought 3D began modifying the formula after it was introduced in late 2015 for glass and aluminum surfaces so that it would function more consistently with various bed materials like Kapton or PEI sheets. It's simple to apply and cleans up with water. While Magikoo is easy to apply and clean up, it can be a little pricey if you're using it in a high production situation. 3D glue. More than just something to glue your 3D prints together. Although 3D glue works best on glass build platforms, it also adheres to PEI sheets, painter's tape, and Kapton tape quite well. Avoid using 3D glue on plastic construction trays. If you do, you won't have any fun. And these are those textured flexible plates that you get with a magnet on the bottom. That's what we're talking about here. Apply the first layer in vertical strokes, the second layer in horizontal, and the third in vertical once again for the greatest results. 3D glue can be applied to a warm or cold bed and can also be used for gluing parts together. The biggest drawback is the smell and cost. Once you open the product, it has a limited shelf life. Something that every guy's girlfriend has is hairspray. We've all been in the situation where our cool new design isn't sticking to the bed properly and the print is being ruined by peeling off corners. Hairspray is a handy and low-risk alternative to turning to an online search for a specialized 3D printing adhesion product. While the success of using hairspray depends on the type you choose, it does come with some drawbacks, like spraying it near your printer. Doing this can cause overspray to land all over the mechanical parts, and this will reduce your printer's overall smooth operation. It also ranges widely in price from just a few dollars to $15+ a can. Now, one of my favorites is glue stick. Even though there are many various build surfaces and adhesives you may use to make sure your print stays, the modest glue stick is one of the simplest. Glue and other sticky materials have the following advantages. Simple cleanup. Since many glue sticks are water soluble, you can quickly rinse your build plate with water and get rid of any excess lingering glue. Other adhesion techniques, such as tape, frequently leave a residue that is more challenging to clean up. It's got simple application. Unlike spray adhesives, glue sticks are applied directly to the bed, so there is no sticky overspray. Although tape also touches the bed, it might be challenging to evenly align and apply the tape on the build plate without creating air bubbles or seams. And finally, simple print removal. Unlike other methods, once the print is cooled, glue sticks don't overly cling to the model. Additionally, glue is useful when printing on materials like PETG that inherently have better adhesion qualities. To prevent material from adhering to your build surface permanently, glue acts sort of like an interference layer for these kinds of materials. While glue can help with adhesion issues, other elements like your bed's levelness, the Z offset value, and even the state of your filament should also be taken into consideration, like whether it has moisture in it. Additionally, be careful to wash your build plate after each application to prevent the residue from setting up. All right, that does it for this week's show. Be sure to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and thanks to Filaments.ca for their support in helping to make this show happen, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time when we dive into part 2 and we show you how all of this stuff really works.